newspaper with us this morning, including the Daily Trust today. Front page of The Guardian today, 10 insurers risk liquidation as 43 scale recapitalization hurdle. That's a lead story on the front page of The Guardian this morning. On Onyekon, Atiku Christian leaders Uriwa tackle presidency. Atiku presidency bicker over economic performance and Nigerians' reality. CPPE puts Nigeria's real sector financing gap at 50 trillion naira. Osun 2026, CSO urges credible election as parties seek last-minute support. That's on the front page of The Guardian today. Nigeria in $15 billion flood losses as experts see wider insurance coverage. Front page of The Guardian this morning. Let's go to the Tribune this morning. Front page of the Tribune, 2027, eminent Nigerians float G100 to push for single presidential candidate to convene National Council of Opposition Leaders in 2 weeks. Unveil doctrine of necessary democratic opposition. They want Atiku, Obi, Makinde, others to unite. That's also coming from the Tribune this morning. Again, presidency chides on Onyekon. 43 insurance firms scale recapitalization hurdle as NICOM declares new era. Awolowo Foundation opens nomination for 2026 Leadership Prize Sectoral Leadership Awards. Osun 2026, Gbenga Hashim urges Accord supporters, stakeholders to rally behind Adeleke. Front page of the Tribune this morning. Nigeria's domestic petrol supply rises to 78.6% from 38.9% in 2025. Troops rescue 34 kidnapped victims, arrest ISWAP informant, recover arms. Front page of the Tribune this morning. Let's go to the Punch newspaper now. Abandoned projects, federal government bars ministries from awarding unfunded contract. Treasury tightens rules to curb abandoned project, unpaid liabilities, fiscal indiscipline. MDA's accounting officers face ICPC action for approving unfunded project. BPP to reject no objection request without proof of available fund. Tosu rocks Obi Kwakonso campaign team. That's also from the Punch this morning. Fake agency scandal. Controversial DG fights back. Fingers more MDAs. Nigeria earned 2.4 trillion from crude export in 6 months. Insurance recapitalization debt. More bond issuance underway. Subsidy claims padded. Consumers allege. Front page of the Vanguard today. On Onyekon, Northern Christian, Senator Sani, others defend Catholic bishops. That's on the front page as well. They speak truth to power, says Senator Shehu Sani. Catholic priests, not like fake bishops. Atiku flays presidency attack on Onyekon. That's on the front page of the Vanguard. Presidency slams Atiku over criticism of federal government economic policy. NICOM completes capitalization, clears 43 insurance companies. Dangote Sinoma sign $800 million MOU to expand cement plant capacity. That's also coming from the Vanguard today. Oshunpo plot to arrest 46 Accord leaders uncovered. That's Adeleke Campaign Council. Right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll be joining our analysts to help us break down the stories this morning. To stay with us.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
Say after me.
Okay.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Millions of Naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Get texting. More than 2 million people will share billions in cash and prizes, including 6 brand new cars. Buy any 20-gram Milo promo sachet. Find a unique code inside. Then dial star 8011 star 4 hash or scan the QR code on the pack and you could win big. Buy more, win more. Promo starts July 1st to October. Milo.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah, okay, now my Maggie, be right. Come with peace, oh peace. Oh no, come at all, oh before. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Kò ní sú mi kò ní rẹ̀.
Má jẹ́ ó sú ẹ láti máa gbọ́ wa àti láti tẹ̀lé wa lórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ 32FM 949 ẹ̀yìn ẹ̀.
Kò ní sú mi kò ní rẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
èèmọ̀ lókùtù pẹ́bẹ́ àdìo tá ń làwọn màálù tí ń rìn káàkiri láì lóríṣìí yìí níbi ayé lajúdé yìí káwọn kan tó máa da màálù káàkiri ìgboro kó màálù wọnú oko olóko ẹ̀ ń bá ní nǹkan ọ̀sìn ewúrẹ́ tẹ ìdórí màálù ó wá bìkan ṣe lọ́jọ́ kí wọ́n yé rìn káàkiri ìgboro ó ti dòfin o ó ti dìwà ọ̀daràn àti màálù àtẹni ní màálù ni wọ́n jọ jó làǹbà lábẹ́ òfin àjọ tí ń rí sí ìbọ̀wọ̀ fún òfin ohun ìmúlò òfin nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ State Rule of Law Enforcement Authority ló ń ké tantan o àtàtẹ̀yàn tá a wí lọ́rọ̀ tí ò gbọ́ ń bọ̀ wá figbá kéré mú mi kíkan ẹ̀yẹ da màálù kágboro nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́.
Kò sí oúnjẹ tí kò wú kókó inú ìjòyè pàtàkì ní àmàlà láwùjọ òkèlè aláṣírí onínáwó ìmùlẹ̀yà oníbùkà kò bá gbóná kó ṣe tútù kí ọbẹ̀ ṣáà ti lọ́wọ́rọ́ ọ̀fun mi.
Ilé eléyìí o. Ẹja ọsàn.
32FM 94.9 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ ló tún ti tẹ́ pẹpẹ ètò àyájọ́ àmàlà fest ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì irú ẹ̀ ló tún kò lọ́jọ́ 29 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún 2026 29 August 2026 àti ṣẹ́rí a máa tún ṣe yìí a sì tún máa ṣọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ orú ẹ̀ lókè èpè tó ń ti gbádùn àlùjò àwàdà ẹ̀rín kéékèèké tó ń ti fífi àmàlà dúdú tàbí funfun tó fẹ́lẹ́ bí etí pẹ̀lú ọbẹ̀ ewédú gbẹ̀gìrì ìlà ẹ̀fọ́ rírò ẹran pọ̀nmọ́ tó kàtà mọ́ra ṣe kọ̀rọ̀bọ̀tọ̀ sórí àmàlà láfijọ́ máa ṣèjọ́ ẹ̀ ẹgbẹ̀rún 3 náírà lẹ́ọ̀fẹ̀rà tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì jẹ̀gbádùn tó gbádùn pẹ̀lú àwọn olóúnjẹ ìgbàlódé láwùjọ tó yáàyè táyé ń gba tiwọn bíbí food canteen lókè àdó ìyá àdìjà alámàlà níyànà àdí ọ̀yọ́ ìyá ọ̀yọ́ alámàlà lọ́jà àgbàrìmú àtàwọn olóúnjẹ ìgbàlódé míì kò tán síbẹ̀ àwọn òdíje wọ̀nyí bíi ta ló lè jẹ̀sùn àmàlà bàkìtàn láàrin ìṣẹ́jú àyà tàbí ta lọkùnrin náà tó lè ro àmàlà tó fẹ́lẹ́ tó kóná bíi etí àtẹni tó lè yára tètè jàmàlà tó gbóná láàrin ìṣẹ́jú àyà ọ̀fẹ́ ní fọ́ọ̀mù ẹ wá sí 32FM Laughter House Premier Hill Mọ́kọ́lá Ìbàdàn bó bá wà dọjọ́ 29 oṣù kẹjọ ọdún 2026 kàtúyàyà pàdé ní Recreation Club ní dojúkọ Àdámàsígbà nílùú Ìbàdàn ọ̀làtò ti sọ̀díwòkè bùkà bùtà tó ń tẹran tó jíire pẹ̀ lálùjọ tó bá gbà mú Amala Fest 2026 láti ra tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì ẹ máa bọ̀ ní Laughter House tàbí kẹ́ẹ̀pẹ́ nọ́mbà yìí 0806-218-5194 pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ iléeṣẹ́ tó ń pọ̀ ti Rẹ́gà àti Maggi èmi àti Maggi alájọṣepọ̀ tó dánmọ́rán.
ẹ̀gbọ́n wọ́n máa gbọ́ pé Lafarge ti pààrọ̀ orúkọ.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Lafarge Africa PLC ti porúkọ dà di HBM Nigeria PLC orúkọ ti yí padà ṣùgbọ́n ojúlówó sìmẹ́ǹtì tá à ń pèsè ò yí padà sìmẹ́ǹtì tó pójú owó tó ṣe é gbáralé àtàwọn ohun èlò ilé kíkọ́ tá a fi kọ́ afárá mainland kẹta gbọ̀ngàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ asòfin àgbà afárá Niger kínní àti èkejì ilé gogoro Cocoa House ńbàdàn gbọ̀ngàn National Theatre àtàwọn ilé ńlá míì káàkiri Nàìjíríà látọdún 1960. HBM Nigeria PLC tá a mọ̀ sí Lafarge Africa PLC tẹ́lẹ̀ ó kọjá ilé kíkọ́.
Start your day and have a good time. Kivo Krima. Even when you need to clear your eyes. Kivo Krima. And when you need to have the break time. Kivo Krima. If not tea, papa garita. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
32FM 94.9.
Right, thank you for staying with us. Break it down, Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. It's time for us to join our analysts this morning to help us understand the stories beyond the headlines on Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. Mr. Omeogunla is a legal practitioner. He joins us this morning. Good morning.
Yes, Toba, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Nice to be with you.
Great to have you.
Wishing you a wonderful week ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
Same for Nigerians.
Yeah, the instruction from the CGN is going to take a lot of getting used to. So I almost said barrister. So it will take a while for me to get used to it.
No. Let me correct that impression.
Yes.
What the CGN said is with respect to processes that are filed.
Oh, right.
At the Supreme Court.
Right.
I don't think it would be wrong for you to address a lawyer as a barrister. The only wrong thing, I was arguing on the NBA forum yesterday that given the definition of a barrister, the one who acts for another in court, it is a verb. It is a verb. So it would be wrong for somebody to use a verb
as a prefix.
Yeah. So, but you shouldn't take too much of our time.
Certainly. All right, let's start off with the back and forth between the presidency and the opposition, particularly Alhaji Atiku Abubakar's camp. Atiku Abubakar is demanding apology to Cardinal and Catholic faithfuls across the country. Northern Christians have also backed bishops, and they are cautioning the presidency over some of the things they said regarding the comment made by Onayekon regarding the meeting between the presidency and the Catholic bishops of Nigeria. So the Northern Christians, the ADC, Atiku Abubakar, have condemned the presidency's comment on Cardinal John Onayekon, describing the attack as an intolerance of dissent and urging respect for the Catholic Church. The reactions followed a public exchange between the presidency and the former Catholic Archbishop, I should say, of Abuja after his comment on the outcome of a meeting between the president and the Catholic Bishop Conference of Nigeria, with critics accusing the government of attacking a respected cleric instead of addressing the issues that he raised. Atiku also demanded immediate apology to the former Catholic Archbishop and Catholic faithfuls across the country, saying the presidency's response to the cleric's recent comment was arrogant, quote, disrespectful and unbecoming of a democratic government. What do you make of this? I mean, I saw the interview by the Cardinal where he criticized the government, also talked about the he said that the presidency was trying to undermine the credibility of bishops through what he described as selective editing and reframing of engagement to the president to create a narrative favorable to the government. What do you make of this? Atiku is saying this government is getting more and more intolerant of opposition and dissenting voices.
First and foremost, I want to thank the Cardinal as a Yoruba man that he can come out and say that truth that many of us are running away from simply because Omowani, Idibebere, and all that nonsense. But then, ideally, the faith-based organizations act or are supposed to act as guides to good governance. And this role is historical. It goes back in time. Indeed, for the presidency to have budgeted several billions to build or refurbish churches and mosques presupposes the confidence reposed in those faith organizations. However, for the presidency to have refused the counsel of such a body that it believes so much in, that it budgeted so much for, is very, very sad. I liken it to the biblical story of Rehoboam because it is the president refusing the wise counsel of Ahithophel, but rather settling for Hushai. I don't wish him what happened to Rehoboam. I am only admonishing Mr. President to listen to wise counsel. What Cardinal Onoyeko said is what many Nigerians are saying. If he is listening to his kitchen cabinet telling him otherwise, they're deceiving him. The earlier he realizes that this is the true reflection of society, I mean, what Cardinal Onoyeko told him, the better for him, because he would act accordingly. But to refuse wise counsel is to be towing the road of Rehoboam.
There are those who have argued that clerics, religious leaders are statesmen, and therefore they should not, how do you say it now, take a position, on national issues. Where do you stand on this? Can they give the assessment of the nation? Can that be interpreted to mean that they are partisan? Because that's one of the reactions I've seen from those in the presidency, saying like, as a clergyman, you should act as a statesman. You should not, as much as you want to speak truth to power, you should not undermine the government such that to be seen as though you are, taking a position politically.
What is political about what Onoyeko said? There is nothing political about what Onoyeko said. And the role he played is as old as the history of man. Have you forgotten the story of Samuel and Israel? Have you forgotten Elijah, Elisha, and the rest of them? They have always been like that, monitoring society to see where it is failing, and if so, raise their voices to condemn it. Onoyeko did not come to play politics. There was nothing he said that tilted towards politics. It was purely economics.
Right.
And he was talking about the people who are, the ones feeling the brunt of the economic policies of the government. What is political about that?
Okay, so let's leave that story now and go to this one. It's coming from the Guardian this morning. It's a report about a coalition of opposition leaders, opposition members. They call the group G100. We used to have G5, now there's G100. They are calling on political parties, those in the opposition, to unite against the APC in 2027 election. They say that's the only way to defeat the incumbent president when the election happens. They say a fragmented opposition could weaken democratic accountability and hand an advantage to the ruling establishment. Now, they wrote an open letter titled "The Doctrine of a Necessary Democratic Opposition." They urged opposition leaders to negotiate an electoral arrangement built around a single presidential candidate, common program, common strategy, and shared political purpose. I mean, do you think that this is still feasible? Because I thought that the Ibadan Opposition Summit was going to, be the platform for something like this. But after the summit, we've seen people go their way. 𝐶𝐈 Makinde declaring under the APM. In fact, he's inaugurated his campaign council. We have, Wale Adebayo of the SDP. We have Omoyele Shure of the AAC. We have Peter Obi of the NDC. Atiku Abubakar of the ADC. So, I mean, there are several candidates on the ballots this time around. Is this still feasible? Is this still a realistic call that you think can still happen? And then the question again will be that, who would step down for who? who would, sign the agreement and, relinquish his ambition for this single presidential candidate to emerge. Or, as some people have said, looks like, the stars are aligning for the president and the APC. What are your thoughts?
Toba, Tinubu has done very well in life. Yes, he has his failings. Today, he is old. It is better for him to retire or be retired. And that is why, for people like me, that Ibadan conference and its resolution is the best way to have gone. It is most unfortunate that some people are allowing their ego to take the better of them. They are not looking at the bigger picture. I was very sad when I saw the list of those who are contesting for presidency. 19
yes,
in all. I felt very, very sad, because if they do that, it will be very, very easy for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to coast to victory. But if you look at the statistics of the last election, 2023 presidential election, between opposition parties, they had close to 14 or 15 million.
Yeah.
Against Tinubu's 8 million. So, wisdom dictates that if indeed you want the best for Nigeria to be freed from the shackles of Tinubu's rule, so that that cap that they wear about with the shackles on it can be thrown into the bin, then they must all come together in order to have the number and do a lot of work too to ensure that they get more states than they got in 2023. It is the only way, because Nigerians are tired. As a matter of fact, I have heard it said in several fora that the 2027 election will be the APC against the people. So if it is going to be an election between the people of Nigeria and the APC, it is better to unite the people now. That's the best way to go.
The last time we had this conversation, I think it was on Podium, we had an APC, I don't know if you remember, where he asked you, where's the statistics that Nigerians are tired? He made reference to the by-elections held across the country, the fact that APC still won in those areas, that it defeats the hypothesis that Nigerians are tired and they want to vote people out. They want to vote the APC out. And they also say, I remember when he was on the podium, he said, if you are saying that it is between the people of Nigeria and the APC, there are APC members, are they from Abidjan or are they from Benin Republic? So that's what some of them would say, that where is your data to show Nigerians are tired when we're still winning by-elections in the country?
Let me tell you this.
Yes.
The reason why APC is winning is because most Nigerians are tired. They no longer believe in the institutions of state, particularly INEC. And that is where the opposition parties has a duty to work on the psyche of the people. Because look at what happened with the area council election. If you don't come out, APC members will come out. It does not matter whether it is 5 people that came out. If it is 5 people that voted, then of course you will say APC has won. It is because of the apathy of the people not believing in the electoral process. So that puts a duty on the opposition party to go and awaken them from their slumber, so that it will not be an election where only APC members are voting. All right?
Yeah.
It will now be an election where every eligible registered voter
right.
goes out to cast his vote.
Okay.
I am very, very certain that if Nigerians come out, they can drive Tinubu back to his body long house.
All right, let's take this break. Let's take this break. Let's take this break. When we get back, we'll continue the conversation. We're live on Facebook, 32FM 949 FA. And don't go away, we'll be back in a moment.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
Say after me.
Okay.
Millions of naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Millions of naira shall locate us as we take part in the Milo Text and Win promo.
Get texting. More than 2 million people will share billions in cash and prizes, including 6 brand new cars. Buy any 20-gram Milo promo sachet. Find a unique code inside. Then dial star 8011 star 4 hash or scan the QR code on the pack and you could win big. Buy more, win more. Promo starts July 1st to October. Milo.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Yeah, okay, now my Maggie make right. Come with piece of peace. Oh, no, come at all, oh, before, Maggie, love, oh, me and Maggie so good together. Me and Maggie so good together.
Ibadan Amala Fest 2026 is here. Let's eat and celebrate. Rhythm drops, the taste buds dance. The biggest celebration of our heritage is back. 32 FM 94.9 proudly presents the Ultimate Food Festival, Amala Fest 2026, the second edition. Mark your calendars. Get ready for an explosion of culture, music, and endless flow of authentic Amala. Whether you like it dark and rich or light and fluffy, we've got you covered. Paired with the ultimate soup combinations, Ewedu, Begiri, Ila, and rich Efori roll. And let's not forget the assorted proteins, freshly cooked meat, tender pomo, and savory fish, all swimming in mouth-watering stew. Taste the best from the most legendary Amala spots across the region, from Bibi Red Food Canteen to the famous Iya Dija Alamala Adeoyo and the iconic Iya Oyo Alamala Gbaremu Market, and so many more. But wait, there's more. Show us what you've got in our exciting food challenges, the ultimate Amala Eater, who can finish a mountain of Amala in record time, the Amala Pounding Master, the ultimate test of strength for the best texture, the fast eating champion, speed, precision, and pure appetite. To participate, pick up your form at Laughter House, Mokola, Ibadan. Venue for the event, the Recreation Club, opposite Adamasiba, Ibadan. Date, August 29th, 2026. Come ready to eat, laugh, and celebrate the rich taste of Yoruba culture. Get your tickets now at Laughter House for just 3,000 naira or call us directly on 0806 218 5194. Amala Fest 2026, proudly sponsored by Rego and Maggie. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n, wọ́n máa gbọ́ pé Lafarge ti pààrọ̀ orúkọ.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o, Lafarge Africa PLC ti porúkọ dà di HBM Nigeria PLC. Orúkọ ti yí padà, ṣùgbọ́n ojúlówó sìmẹ́ǹtì tá à ń pèsè ò yí padà. Sìmẹ́ǹtì tó pójú owó tó ṣe é gbáralé àtàwọn ohun èlò ilé kíkọ́ tá a fi kọ́ afárá mainland kẹta. Gbọ̀ngàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà, afárá Niger kínní àti èkejì, ilé gogoro Cocoa House ńbàdàn, gbọ̀ngàn National Theatre àtàwọn ilé ńlá míì káàkiri Nàìjíríà látọdún 1960. HBM Nigeria PLC tá a mọ̀ sí Lafarge Africa PLC tẹ́lẹ̀ ó kọjá ilé kíkọ́.
Nuderica smoky jollof, firewood cook smoky flavor. The aroma so inviting, smoky jollof so delicious.
Neil Derica's Smoky Jollof Tomato Seasoning Mix. So smoky, just like Mama's.
And my memories came alive. Derica, so smoky jollof. Derica, smoky jollof, just like Mama's.
ẹ̀yin fans mi. it's okay. ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32fm949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáàpù.
It's okay. Start your day and have a good time.
Kivo Krima.
Even when you need to clear your eyes.
Kivo Krima.
And when you need to have the break time.
Kivo Krima.
It's not tea, Papa Garita.
Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima. Kivo Krima.
Good time moments with Kivo Krima.
Kivo Krima.
32 FM 94.9.
This is your laughter station, 32 FM 94.9. Thank you for staying with us this Monday morning as we take you through the latest stories making headlines across the daily. Some break it down, papers review. 6 minutes past 7 o'clock. Our guest is still with us virtually. He's a legal practitioner helping us to break down the stories making headlines. Let's quickly go to the Punch newspaper now. Former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is coming under fresh attack from the All Progressives Congress (APC) as the party backed the former President Olusegun Obasanjo's assessment of the 2027 presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress (ADC). Now, relying on Obasanjo's comments about Atiku, the ruling party is warning Nigerians against giving the former Vice President another leadership opportunity. Atiku declared that Obasanjo's outburst against him would not stop him from winning the 2027 election, calling on the former president to be noble in his action. Atiku is accusing Obasanjo of being driven by bitterness over his failure of the controversial third-term agenda and attempting to rewrite the country's political history. If you recall, on Friday, Obasanjo had described his decision to pick Atiku as his running mate in the 1999 presidential election as the biggest mistake of his presidency. Now, this is the APC saying that, if his former boss is saying, I made a mistake by choosing him, that gives Nigerians a template to decide on whether or not they should vote for him in the next election.
Is Obasanjo God? Obasanjo is not God. He's just a human being, another human being, another mortal. It is most unfortunate that at the twilight of his sojourn on earth, he continues to make enemies rather than making friends. That is very, very sad and most unbecoming of someone who is supposed to be a statesman. Whatever has happened between himself and Atiku is in the past, and he should let go. Nigerians have a lot to say about his own administration too. He laid the foundation that led us to where we are. He is a respected statesman, and he should stay respected and stop behaving the way he is doing. I am not holding forth for Atiku.
Yeah.
As far as I am concerned, I wish a government will come that will pick all of them and keep them in jail, let them rot there. We will not even release their corpses when they die until they return. Yeah, Benny.
You don't want them to go through the legal process.
No, they will.
Yes.
A good government will set up the appropriate machinery to do it.
Yeah.
And I can assure you that all of them will be indicted. What good news does he have about Tinubu? A man who continues to receive 30 billion naira from Lagos every month. And he is the president of Nigeria. Look, none of them has a clean slate. None of them. So for Obasanjo to be coming out and be holding only one out is wrong.
But this is not the first
not
time.
Playing his role.
This is not the first time.
Statesman.
Yeah, this is not the first time he's criticizing, people in the country. In fact, I remember he wrote several letters to the former President Goodluck Jonathan. He wrote letters criticizing the former president, late Muhammadu Buhari. He has also criticized Bola Tinubu. In fact, openly in 2023, he supported Peter Obi, and those who are saying that he's disparaging Atiku because he's supporting Peter Obi in the next election. So, I mean, Obasanjo is somebody that people have always, commended him for what they say, speaking truth to power. So how is this different now? Yeah.
Yes. We want a level playing field. That is what you mean when you ask for free, fair, and credible election. If he is going to do that about Atiku, then he should bring out the list of all the others too, and start what he is doing, pouring his positions on each and every one of them. We're approaching an election. Why should he hold out only one of them? They are all as guilty as charged by Nigerian populace.
Right.
So that's what I am saying.
I understand.
As a statesman, in his age, he should be father to all. That's what he should be. If Atiku has offended him, if Tinubu has offended him, if Obi has offended him, and Ewolotuku no our old folks, it is time to say, okay, look, it's all right. Nigerians, it is up to you. These are the people who are holding themselves out for Aso Rock in 2027. I know this of this one. I know this of this one. I know this of this one. And if you ask me, I will not recommend any one of them. I would have said, okay, all right. But now, look, so close to election, you are holding only one out.
Maybe because he worked closely with Atiku. So, I mean, who's better to give an assessment of your performance than your boss, right? So if you're applying for a job, the human resources will go to your former company and ask, how did this person perform? Perhaps that's what he's doing, that because he worked closely with him.
That's not what he is doing.
Yes.
This is too vindictive. It's not right.
Right.
It's not right. At this stage of his life, he should be father to all. He should give them advice, rather than trying to hold their leg or hold them back in a 100-meter race. Now, Obasanjo should go and sit down. He is one of the greatest problems Nigeria had. He is the one who laid the wrong foundation on which this democracy is built. Did he win an election? Bameyi brothers came and told us that they put him there. So what is he saying? I beg, make the man go rest.
Okay.
Nigerians are tired of all this nonsense that he has been saying all over the place.
All right.
I respect him so much.
Yeah.
But let him go and stay coolly, in his Ota farm. Even that Ota farm self, we don't know how we get them. So what is he talking about?
Well, I mean, the former president is a highly respected statesman across Africa, across the world,
Let him stay that way and stop being vindictive.
Right.
I don't want Atiku is there. I don't want Tinubu there. I don't even want to be there. I want younger children who have never been, who have never soiled their cassocks.
Okay.
Wale Adebayo is there. Look at Showore. Are you seeing what that boy is doing for this country? He is giving up his own pleasure, his own freedom for the problems of Nigeria. You are all not seeing this. You are just seeing people who are wearing agbada and doing nonsense all over the place. The boy is going from one cell to one jailhouse and coming out, all for Nigeria. Is he a poor man? He is okay in his own rights. But for the people of Nigeria, look at what he is doing. And then you still continue to go after all these people who have ruined Nigeria, who have brought Nigeria on its knees. Who is Atiku? Under normal circumstances, none of them, Atiku Nio, Tinubu Nio, Obi Nio, none of them should be campaigning for presidency. Let the young boys come up, like 𝐂𝐈𝐒 and the rest of them.
Right. Okay, let's quickly touch this one on the Vanguard newspaper. I'm sure this will also take us back to previous government in this country. So the Vanguard is reporting that about 10 trillion naira has been spent across the power sector in the last 13 years in different forms of intervention with nothing to show for it. Now, the Minister of Power, Joseph Tegbe, is saying that the federal government is now resetting the sector by addressing a long-standing structural deficiency that have prevented the sector from reaching its full potential. He said the deficiencies have been in the sector for over 40 years, and there's been huge investment in that sector to the extent that in the last 13 years alone, we've spent about 10 trillion naira, and this dates back again to previous government in this country. It listed the measures to actually resolve this challenge with a technical audit of the national transmission network, then harmonizing the federal and state electricity regulation, grid stabilization program, sector liquidity, strategic asset centralization, super grid program, and all of that. And if you look at these things and the report that 10 trillion has been spent, it tells you that the problem in the power sector is not for lack of funding, but what is exactly has gone on for over 40 years that the sector has not been able to reach its potential. Hello, are you there? Oh, looks like we've lost connection with him. So we'll try and rejoin him on the call. We'll try and rejoin him so we can give his thoughts on that story. Meanwhile, you can join the conversation now. 0906 2000 949 0705 5000 949. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my able broadcaster this morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, the lawyer in the house.
Yes.
So we still call by it anymore.
Yes.
My name is Tony Brown.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Well done to all of you.
Yes, sir.
With all humility, with all respect I have for the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, I am detesting this thing is doing about going around, roundabout Atiku. To be honest, Atiku did so much from all the history we have that brought about the presidency of former President Olusegun Obasanjo. In fact, when he was in prison, Atiku played so much role that enabled him to be taken away from that prison. If the third time thing, he denied the third time. He said he's not. I don't know why this third time thing is always getting him angry with Atiku. But the former president denied that he was not interested in this third time. So what is it every time he said the third time and Atiku third time? Atiku did so much for him. Atiku won the governorship of Adamawa.
Yeah.
Yes, but he said no, that he should leave that and become a vice president. So if Atiku has not done anything useful that is important to him, why would he have brought him to say, be my vice president? If there is anything that is happening between him, I think it was time for him to begin to lay it down so that there'll be peace.
All right.
There'll be peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. 0906 2000 949 0705 5000 949. Facebook 32FM 949. Let's take this. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, sir.
So I'm Sir Ken.
Okay, sir.
So please, if Obasanjo is not talk, so whom did they expect to talk in this country that Nigerians are not talking? They are not talking. Then is the man that have even talked, the cardinal that have talked now, they are trying to swallow him like a lion. So who will talk for Nigerian? When somebody say Obasanjo is old to talk, he will keep talking until he die. Because nobody is talking. They have been challenging Tinubu several times. The man doesn't want a bad leadership. And Atiku, the weakness of Atiku. That's why he was telling that. And moreover, this is not their turn of the north. And the person who will say, the other person is not good. Mention of what they call him, the governor here, and mention the other person. Are they going to remain like that? This man that's here now, who is Sheyi Makinde, is not a governor for your state. Obi, who is talking about, is not the only governor for Anambra State. Have he been his minister of Nigeria? Or has Obi left Anambra to come and rule Oyo State for him to be a federal person? Let us get it right this time around. It's like the blindness are still remaining in some people's mind.
Okay. All right.
What happens around when people said, Emiloko, if your man make mistake of this time around of their tribalism, their own finish, their life will finish.
Okay.
So let them mind what they're going to do this time around 2007.
Let's pump the brakes.
Know whom they will vote for. They should not go for tribalism.
Okay.
Let them be campaigning now.
Okay. All right.
Let the governor of Oyo State go and meet his brother. Align with him.
Okay.
What happened to BOP? So that they can get this
Okay. So let's pump the brakes. I understand I understand. Hello, please hold that thought. Oh, okay. Yes, go ahead, Mr. Ogulola. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. You know,
I could feel the rage. I could feel the rage in his voice. The rage.
Of course, I can understand him. He has presented his position.
Yeah.
And it is understandable. It is true that the people who should be speaking in this country are hiding away, probably because they are getting something. Otherwise, this government should not have any rest.
Right.
Nigerians should rise up in unison.
Please hold that thought.
To get it out.
Hold that thought, sir. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
John, I was just speaking from Maduro.
Welcome.
To me, it's a politics. It's not about the joint quickly. And it's a normal. Because so that disease, the politics will still be in his body. But not the same. Should not be reminded in every 4 years. If I recollect, I thought this case has been settled between him and Ateko. Bishop Oyedepo visited his residence at Osa. And I thought he even supported Ateko there. I think against Buhari, I thought if I correct in 2019 or thereabout. What comes up again? Even if the person interview you, I think as an elderly man, you should know how to judge that issue of Atiku again. It's not full of age. And everything that may hinder him as an old man, he's supposed to get his in there. They're about to just play politics men.
Right. Thank you.
I just need to advise Baba because we need to advise him. Let Baba just let the bygone be bygone. That's it.
Right. Thank you. Good morning. Yes. Go ahead.
Let me quickly respond to your last question.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about counsel of the wise, you know, when we made reference to 𝐿OLORUNTOBA and the other cardinals' visit to the president. I think the same thing happened in the past when we advised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure in the choice of his ministers that round pegs were put in round holes. He did not listen to us. He went to put, I don't even know his profession, but at least we all know he worked in the central bank. And then, you know, we put him in charge of power. You can see the big difference now that an engineer is in charge of the power sector. I give kudos to the gentleman. I don't know him, but I can assure you that Nigerians are beginning to see changes, however minute, in the power generation, transmission, and particularly distribution.
Right.
I just hope, you know, that what we are saying is not because of the times, you know, the
rainy season.
Yeah. That it can also translate to stable power.
Right. Let's take this. Let's take this call.
Season.
Hello. Good morning.
Prince Bumiadefusi calling from Apata.
Welcome.
I read the analyst. You see, one of the major problems of the power sector is corruption. Same thing applicable to how can the government be budgeting so high? How can the government be budgeting so high to improve our sector in Nigeria? Yet, you don't have stable electricity supply. You know, this administration budgeted billions of dollars to improve power sector. Yes, we are not enjoying it. And it is the backbone of the economy. We let our leaders be responsible on what that boost our economy, rather than borrowing excessively every time without taking care of the foundation that is causing the excessive borrowing. That's my solution of the money.
Right, thank you. All right, let's take some comment on Facebook now. Adedamola Okunola says, good morning to you in the studio. On the visit of the president by the Christian clerics and the response of the presidency, it shows that our leaders do not have our interests at heart Also, those around the presidency are not telling him the truth about the hardship experienced by Nigerians. Let me take this final call, and then we'll read more comments. Hello.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello,
good morning. Yes, I can hear you. Your name, sir?
My name is Prince Adeleke.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
The site that I want to talk about is more separate aside to do for the churches and mosques and some other religion districts. What does that one mean? What is concerning government about the religions? You know, I can believe that this president is using all this money to campaign for himself so that the religious people, the Christians, will be able to vote for him by next year.
Right. Thank you,
which
sir.
is very wrong.
Thank you, sir.
There's nothing concerning government about religion at all, because religion is under individual.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Okay.
Toba,
Very quickly. Very quickly.
Yes, please. You know, there is an unfortunate statement credited to the president, and I expect Nigeria to be boiling by now, when he said, even before he was born, there was hunger. What is the implication of that? Is he telling us that Nigerians should get used to hunger? And then another one, that population explosion is not under his control. As far as I am concerned, those two statements ought to have decided 2027 that this individual does not have a solution to Nigeria's problems.
Right.
Rather, he is a reflection of the problems in this country.
Okay. So when we say Nigeria should be boiling, maybe we should clarify that. You know, what you mean is that people should...
The elders of the land should come out and say enough is enough.
Right.
This man has shown that he lacks the capacity and the competence to run Nigeria.
Right. Okay, so we don't mean boiling in the other sense, right? All right, thank you for clearing that out. Sulaiman Sheriff says every claim and every denial should be backed by verifiable facts. Nigerians deserve transparency, accountability, and clear evidence, not political exchanges. Presidency should tell us what happened to the 7.98 trillion oil windfall. This one says, Barrister, why are you bitter because of Atiku? This man, Okedun Abatune says OBJ is repeating same story as it is in every election year. Nigeria will choose their leaders provided they will not show apathy in the coming election. Let Atiku come out too and spill the beans about OBJ. Tit for tat. Ayo Olamide says, as a DG shift blame to more MDAs, the scandal raises bigger political question. Was this a failure of one official or a system that looked the other way? The real test is whether accountability stops with the headlines or reaches everyone involved if the allegations are proven. Kedem Abatile says the opposition were all working for Tinubu. They all have personal ambition, not national agenda. If they don't come together, Tinubu will win all the way again. Thank you, dear listener, for joining us. Thank you, Barrister, for being a part of the show. And don't forget to join us tomorrow, 6:30 to 7:30 on Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9, your laughter station. In a couple of minutes, and Subo will be here on the Smart Kids Show. My name is OLORUNTOBA. YUSUF, enjoy the rest of your Monday morning. Bye for now.
The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the guest analyst and do not necessarily reflect the recommendations or perspectives of 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9. Heaven made a radio. Gave it a soul.
Your number one kiddies program on radio to answer questions on the show. Stay tuned, we'll be back.
Every child is a winner. Yes, indeed.
1 + 1, we shout 2. What do bees make honey true? Riddles, facts, and general knowledge in your mind. Watch it grow. Who is bright?
We are bright.
Who can try?
We can try.
Ask, explore, then sing.
These are the rules on the Smart Kids Show. Put off your radio set when you get through to the show, or turn down the volume on your radio set. No side comments cause it leads to disqualification. No distractions. No whispers. No telling of answers. You have 60 seconds to answer your questions. You can say next if you do not know the answers to the questions, but you are permitted to say next twice. You must be between the ages of 5 and 11 to participate. Answer 5 questions correctly and win a minimum of 5,000 naira.
Hey! Smart kids! Oh yeah! Welcome, little thinkers, to a brand new day. Books and big questions lead the way. Spelling, numbers, science too. Laugh, learn, grow. That's what we do. Who is smart?
We are smart.
Who can shine?
We can shine.
Think it through.
Then try again. Every child can win, my friend.
The Smart Kids Show. The Smart Kids Show. On 32 FM 94.9. The Smart Kids Show. The Smart Kids Show. Learn and laugh and shine, shine, shine. Clap your hands.
Clap, clap, stomp your feet. Stomp, stomp. Every child is a winner. Yes.
Indeed, 07055908009 Those are the numbers to call to be part of the Smart Kids Show this morning. Don't forget, if you fall between the age bracket of 5 to 11, you are more than welcome to call in on the show. Hello, please, when you're calling in, turn down the volume on your radio set. And when you want to talk via the phone, please do not shout. Okay? I'm at the receiving end. When you shout, I want to fall down because the voice is too loud. So please, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, 07055908009.